Header, ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting night for you guys because tonight we're going throwback night. Yes, that is right. We are here at Darlington. It is the Southern Thunder 500, and we can't wait to see how our Cup drivers do tonight. Currently up in the booth tonight, it is JoJo, Dalator, and back in the Cup booth for quite some time, it is Code Red Dew, and we're happy to have you guys with us. As I mentioned, it is Throwback Night. So yeah, in honor of Throwback Night, I'm gonna head and talk about our favorite throwback moments of Darlington. For me, I believe it is 2011, where Regan Smith won his first Cup race with Furniture Row, and what happened during that night, whenever Regan Smith was celebrating, what overshadowed the win was something happening between Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. As Harvick got out of the car, he threw a couple of punches at Busch whenever he was in his car, and then Kevin Harvick's car went straight to the pit wall. That is my favorite Darlington moment. And then here soon, I'll ask JoJo and Dallas over their favorite Darlington moments. So yeah, once when they get prepared, I'm just excited to get a chance to see all the throwbacks, everything that we get a chance to be a part of. It's going to be a very, very special night for you guys. Throwback night means a lot to me to get a chance to see all the old schemes, all the best throwback schemes that our Cup guys can provide us. And as I mentioned it, we should have, I believe that might be JoJo. JoJo, you got a comment, buddy? Alrighty. JoJo, if you have a favorite throwback Darlington moment, go ahead and share it with us, buddy.
The one, I'm not good with memory, but the one where I forgot who won it, but he outran Carl Edwards. That was the first time it was known that Carl Edwards.
No, Carl Edwards, that might be Regan Smith. That was what I was talking about, who won in his first Cup race, and yet during that night, fight broke out between Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch that night. So yeah, that is our favorite moments, and yet I know I asked a lot of Cup drivers moments, and there was a moment from back in 2003, 2004, and it was where Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch had an awesome battle, and I believe it was everyone's favorite moment at one point, and it still is. Alrighty,
Yeah,
and then
that 2003 race is one of my favorite ones as well. Being a kid, I was 11 years old when that took place. That was one race that I remember to this day watching the end of those laps. To be honest with you, I thought both of them were going to wreck, and I thought Dave Blaney was going to squeak one out. That would have been one of the biggest upsets because that Jasper 77 car was a piece. It wasn't the greatest, but it was a good car.
yeah, I definitely do agree. And yet, as I mentioned, you also have a couple of favorite moments there, Daltor. So go ahead and feel free to share it with us, buddy.
So another one I think is the last. Well, I've really two favorite moments and then one personal moment. The final Darlington Southern 500 goes down as one of my favorites because it took a lot of time and a lot of effort to get this driver back to victory lane, and it was his last win in the Cup Series. Terry Labonte won in the Labor Day race at Darlington in 2003. It was his last career win, and it came at the track where he scored his first career win. So as a Hendrick Motorsports fan, that was very special to me to see one of the guys who battled my idol growing up to tooth and nail win his final race there. And speaking of my idol growing up and having lots of battles, anytime Jeff Gordon won at Darlington was a great day. I think my favorite out of his dominance from 96 to 98 and 99 was when he won the Noble $1 million bonus. They were a little greedy, or not a little greedy, they were a little cocky, and they put $1 million date on the hood of the car. And it was their race to lose, and no one took it from them. So after that race, you saw the big Brinks truck right in front of Gordon's car and a bunch of money flying at it. He gets out of the car and he's holding up two big money bags. That to me was like one of the biggest, like, take it from me, boys, you can't.
That is very very true. And also there was one moment that I promised someone that I would mention, and that was last year. Whenever I believe that was Chase Briscoe who won the first Darlington race after losing his child and having to beat Kyle Busch in that Xfinity race. That was an emotional moment for him, and the post race interview after that was very very emotional. So Mayhem wanted me to share that as well as one of his favorite Darlington moments as well. So yeah, we're fixing to go racing here in the Cup Series, and as I mentioned, it is Code Red, Dew, JoJo, and Dalatory up in the booth tonight, and we're so glad to have you guys with us. So yet, after what we've been seeing these last couple of weeks, guys, JoJo, you've been a veteran in the Cup Series. So yet, take us for your thoughts as what you're going to be seeing out there as far as the Cup guys at a track like it is at Darlington.
I think with people like Pereira, Brody, really honestly, most of the people in the Cup Series, I think there's not going to be any cautions at this difficult track. I think they're going to keep it close, unlike the Xfinity Series race was, but I think they're going to keep it clean and short.
Yeah. Daltor, you got any thoughts on what you've been seeing from the Cup drivers thus far?
I agree with JoJo. This is going to be a pretty clean race. I don't expect them to drive it too hard into the corner underneath people. Joker and Brody both commiserated that you're going to want to get single file and then start picking guys off. So I think that the entire field will share that mindset. Really going to see who's going to have a better long run car and who saves. Nobes is a guy who saves a lot. So anybody who has the driving style of Nobes, I think, suits this track well because you don't want to burn up your stuff in the first half.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. And we're going to get to the standings right now as they get ready to go qualifying, I believe. So, yeah, number one, it is always Joker. Number two, the Heredia God. Number three, Riley 48. Number four, O. Dillon. Number five, B. Brody. Number six, Nobes 55. Number seven, Drunkfest 17. Number eight, Tiger NASCAR. Number nine, H Route. And number 10, Jay Harris. And below the cutoff line, it is you there. It is you, JoJo. Then Mike G, Big Man, Overbeak, and Jason Cole, and that is your top 15. So yet we do got word that. So here are the laps for each stage. Stage one is going to be 57. Then stage two will be 54, and then to finish the race, it'll be a good maybe 36 laps for stages and fuel, 67 and 36 for stages and fuel. So yeah, after what we just seen right there, Dalatar, I'm gonna get your thoughts on this first. What strategies do you think the Cup guys would need to play out, especially for what we saw in the Xfinity Series earlier tonight?
Save, save, and save. Not only tires, but gas. Um, I think the final run is going to come down to fuel play. You don't burn your tires up. Don't burn the fuel out. You might be able to find yourself in a position like Solis, our Xfinity Series winner, did, and really surprise the field. So any of those guys who are underneath the cut line that need a win to get into the playoffs, this is a great opportunity for them to really try to push it and to see what they can do.
I definitely do agree. Jojo, I know you're the man that pretty much got a chance to run with the guys, and yet I need to hear your thoughts on strategy as well. What do you think would be a good strategy besides saving, especially when it comes to difficult passing at a track like Darlington with how sharp those corners are?
Well, definitely don't hit the wall. Don't get your zone strikes because that'll make your car tighter from each turn, honestly, and then it'll be harder to run with the front guys. So definitely stay off that wall if you can.
Yeah, definitely do agree. Definitely do agree. So yet, as we get ready to go racing, all right. So we got. Make sure you guys got your invites there, Jojo and Dalator. I just got mine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So yet, as I was fixing to say, it is throwback night. So yet, I'm showing the fans one of the throwback schemes, and that is Martin Truex Jr.'s throwback to, I believe, his DEI car back in 2005, his Bass Pro
Hmm.
Shop, I believe. And so I'm just showing the fans, what could we be seeing, as far as like throwbacks. Like I believe this must be Darren Suarez's car whenever he was racing for Joe Gibbs. So we have a lot to look forward to tonight, guys. Jojo, I want to hear your thoughts on your picks tonight. Who are you looking out tonight and why?
Well, last season I actually raced with Brody, and unfortunately I can't today due to some silly reasons I'm not gonna talk about. But I think Brody's gonna win it because me and him had a good battle last season at the track, and late run he was really good. So I think people like him and Ozone are gonna probably be battling for that one.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. I definitely do agree. Dalator, who is your picks to win?
Uh, my pick to win would, whew, it's going to be difficult to really pick because um, on just pure luck, Lady in Black chooses that. But as far as who's going to be able to race the track the best, I'll go Heredia, and I'll also throw a wild card in there too and say that somebody like Nobes is going to
Go ahead,
surprise a
join.
couple people tonight.
Go ahead and join. Go ahead and join.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys got it, but for me, I'm gonna keep an eye on Joker. I'm gonna keep an eye on Heredia. And I'm gonna keep an eye on Mike G.
Hmm.
Oh, Joker's not racing. Oh, okay.
Joker's a last minute. Yeah, he had a family emergency.
All right. So yet, for me, it's gonna be Mike G, Heredia God, and definitely want to keep an eye on Riley. Riley could be able to pull off something here. I'm ready to see that 48 throwback. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Joker up front with a Jimmy Johnson throwback, and then number 10, Eric Almirola, aka the Heredia Gods, runs throwback as well. Dalton, can you give us any idea what the 10 throwback could be?
The 10 looks like a throwback to a race that he ran in 2020.
Alrighty, alrighty. A throwback to last year then. And then you see
As he gets walled by Mike J.
and then you see the 40. Go ahead. Joker is letting off, so it's going to be the Heredia God that's taking the lead. And then you see the day after St. Patty's Day, that is good old Brody in the 42 running a little cloverleaf scheme. And the 18 is running an America scheme. I was hoping he'd get a chance to run that Elliott Sadler throwback, but nevertheless,
He's throwing it back to America.
he's throwing it back to America. Better words there, better words. I believe, looks like the 24 is taking a throwback to his Xfinity days, and then I believe that might be, the 3 behind him? Oh, the 18 is hit the wall.
The 24 is a tribute throwback to Jimmy Johnson. That is a Lowe's Power of Pride scheme that they throw back to when Jimmy Johnson was running the Lowe's schemes back in the Coke 600.
Okay.
I think that is a 2013 throwback. Know the guy who got to help William Byron design that, which is pretty cool. Liberty wanted to run that specific one as their throwback. They had a couple different options that they should have gone with, but this is the one that the school chose to use. Jimmy Johnson won the 2013 All-Star race and a Coke 600 with that scheme.
Wow. Yeah, from what we saw earlier, I mean, definitely glad to have Delator to help be our historian of these throwback schemes. Definitely thank you for the help there, Dalator. As Jojo mentioned, Brody did take the lead away from the Heredia God, and I believe in P3, that is Fire Slayer. Can you give us hang on, somebody wants me to show where Crab is, so So Crab is definitely in the back. So yet they are to those that are Crab fans. He's right behind Jay Harris. Dalator, can you give us any idea of what the 9 is throwing it back to?
That's a 2009 Jimmy Johnson scheme. One of the years that he had won his championship. That was the third or fourth. 2006, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that was his fourth in a row. That was the standard low scheme in 2009. Johnson had a great year that year. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure how many races he won, but that was another year that he dominated the Cup Series.
All right, and I'm going to take your role and tell you that the 48, his throwback, since Jimmy Johnson is a 7-time champion, joining along with Dellin Hart and Richard Petty, he is throwing it back to Richard Petty and Dellin Hart with the blue and the red right there representing Richard Petty, and obviously the sides representing Dellin Hart Sr. So yeah, a really beautiful throwback, probably one of my favorite throwback schemes in NASCAR as of yet. So yeah, that's one of my favorite throwbacks to see right here. Glad Rough Rally got a chance to pick it, and looks beautiful on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a very, really interesting battle. So far, it's been a really good battle between the 42 and the 10. So yeah, Brody's just giving himself a chance to lead some laps, start for the stutter. But yet the 10 is going to be able to make a move, and yet the 10 with a clean pass over Brody. And Fire Slayer, look at him. He's up in P3. He's just waiting to see if he can be able to make a move on the 10 and the 42. Just waiting for his moment.
So a little history on that car right there. That car that Fire Slayer is running, that Austin Dillon ran in the 2020 Darlington Southern 500, is a throwback to Junior Johnson's Holly Farms car that he ran in the 60s. Junior was the last true American hero, being arrested for moonshining and going to jail, coming out of jail, and going right into NASCAR again. He was a track champion around South Carolina before going into prison, and then coming out of prison becoming a legendary car owner, winning championships with.
Go ahead.
Yep, 14 almost lost it. Winning championships with Darrell Waltrip and with Cale Yarborough. As you had mentioned with the 48 going back to Richard Petty, Junior Johnson's number 11 car was always a threat to Richard Petty winning.
Wow. That's a really awesome thing to know about it, especially for those who are really big into NASCAR. I mean, you get a chance to learn so much history, and definitely want to appreciate Dalator for the helping us right there. Thank you, Dalator.
Yes, sir. There's a couple more schemes that we can go through, but we'll exhaust them in the first half. This is a long race, so if you want to spread it out, we can definitely spread it out and talk more about the action instead of the liveries we see on the cars.
Right now, let's go ahead and wait for stage 2 for that one, because we definitely got to get back into the action right now. Jojo, what are you seeing out there, buddy? Oh, that was... Oh, already got hit the outside wall right there. I don't know what happened to him, but go ahead and continue. So far it's been a really good battle between these two. They definitely got whatever setup they got. It's definitely helping them out because they're pulling away from Fire Slayer. I believe that's Nobes, Mike G, and the 18 right there.
Nobes is looking inside on the 3 car for third here.
Fire Slayer's going to have to hold that top line and see if he'll be able to stay. But here comes the 22 on the inside. The 18's going to try to follow the outside, but he's going to try to be able to make a move on the inside move. Fire Slayer going up to the outside wall quick. Oh, the 18's got a bumper underneath the 22. So yeah, there goes the 18 right there. That was a... All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab me a quick drink. So yet, give me 1 second, guys. All right.
Sure thing.
All right.
It looks like a game caution there. Joker hit him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the restarts are always a bit hectic here. It's about a lane and a half. You can't really go in there too wide.
Sorry about that, guys.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm currently back in a moment.
No worries.
Thank you guys for helping me out. I had to grab me a drink real quick. So far, so good as far as the restart was.
Now, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make up all of the laps that he lost dealing with his family issue that he had, but Joker's starting to come through the pack. I mean, they're beating and banging back here, disagreeing for space. Joker's going to methodically pick his way through, and if he can get one of these back on his own, then that's a free lap that he just gains right there by getting another lucky dog. They're 4 wide back here. Oh, yeah. No. Jason thought better of it.
Man. Well, this is just a really, really interesting racetrack, especially when it comes to passing. And yet, look at the 22 and a third. Definitely got himself a good spot. Oh, big wreck! Big wreck to 14, the 21 to 41, the 24.
That's going to be a caution. That's a caution.
Big wreck. Man, second caution in stage 1, that was really interesting. Yeah, Joker said I'm only 6 down, don't call it a comeback. So yet second caution of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and he's right next to his teammate at the 24. I believe that is Wayne Liquin. And look at this, you got 2 best friends starting side by side, Fire Slayer and the Heredity God. 2 guys that know each other really well, and yet here comes Fire Slayer, get a chance to lead the field, going into turn 1 with Brody right behind him. I believe that is Jay Harris up in 4th. Oh, I'm hearing.
Oh, they're wrecking up here. I think the 12 just bounced it off the wall. Somebody's spinning.
That is the 9. 41's got some heavy damage. Side by side between the Fireflyer gets a chance to lead himself a lap. That's really good for him. Yeah, Heredia's going underneath 3 with the help of the 42 right there. But now the 42 is going to be right behind the 3, try to be able to help him some. But yet Brody going side by side, he's going to be able to get second right there. Oh, Fire hit the wall right there. And Mike G is going to get on the inside of the 4. So far, this has been a really good battle for the lead between Brody, Fire Slayer, and the Heredia God. If Heredia doesn't make any mistakes, he should be able to get a chance to win this stage.
Is there a caution out?
No, no
Okay.
caution. No.
No caution. Should in 1 second here. There is 29 laps to go. It looks like the fuel window here too for stage 1 is 33 laps currently. So, depending on if tires hold up, these guys will not have to pit if they came down and serviced their cars in that last caution flag.
And Brody's pulling away from the Heredia God unless Heredia can get a chance to do something up here.
Oh, and then the 21's around.
Yeah, 21 is around.
Ooh, the 41 with a nice evasive mover to avoid him.
Let's go get to the 21. That is Overbeek. Here comes the 9, a Crab. And yet, Crab asks him for position. There's the number 12 of Devon Baseball and the 41 of Drunkfest. So far, the battle's been fun to watch between these two at the moment. Let's go ahead and go through the field real quick. You see Big Man with a really awesome throwback scheme for Martin Truex Jr. Always Joker, who is currently, as I mentioned, what, 6 laps down now? Next caution can... Go ahead. I'm gonna say Fire Slayers went down to the bottom. I don't know if he was trying to not to wreck or. And Heredia passed him for the lead, I'm assuming, because new leader once again. That is the Heredia God and the 10. Heredia's pulling away from the 42, and yet there's a battle between the 18 and the 22 of Mike G. Oh, whoa! I heard some squeaking there for a second, but it must have been the tires.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Looks like the 24 took evasive action to get around that. 41's going to come up on the 3. I think the 3's got some pretty heavy damage now.
I believe so. 14's up there, up on the outside wall. And here comes, I believe, who is that, Crab, or is that Joker?
That would have to be. No?
But yeah, that look like left traffic is what is Heredia and Brody are about to approach to. Who is that? The 17 that's right in front of the leaders, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 12 with Devon Base. Well, for Joker fans that are watching the stream right now, you can only hope that the Devon Baseball does not get lapped, because if so, then he won't be able to get a lap back. The inside goes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Devon will get a lap back.
Devon going a lap down does not help Joker out.
No. And they're slowly approaching him.
And there's going to be enough time here where the leaders are going to be able to clear Devon. I'm not sure if he had an issue on track, but it's not looking good right now. And the hood does look crumpled up, so you can definitely tell that he's battling a bunch of aero disadvantages here.
That was so
He's
close.
just going to let them go.
that's not going to help Joker out at all because now Devon Baseball is a lap down. And yet the battle is still going good between these two, the 42 of Brody and the 10 of Heredia. And also another battle between for third, and that is the 18 and the 22 of H-Route. And let's go ahead and get to Devon. Yeah, the 4 just put the 12 to the wall right there. No, he's not.
Will in a minute.
I agree.
All right, so we now have 17 laps left in stage 1. Coming to 16 right here. Yeah.
I mean,
Drivers in real life always say that the Southern 500 is one of the most grueling experiences that they go through in a year.
That is true. That is very, very true. Expect some drivers to be sore after this race tonight, especially wear and tear, especially with how many times you're going to race around this racetrack. But it is the 42 who is taking the lead over the 10 and the 22 and the 18, I believe, right behind them. and the 4 as well. So yeah, that is your 5. That is top 5. 42, 10, 22, 18, and the 4. Your top 5.
So I know we're only in stage 1, but do you guys think that anybody has anything for these two up front here, the 42 and the 10?
Maybe. Oh, the 42 just, I was going to say, the 42 just hit the wall, and that's going to give the Heredia God to give back the lead. Oh, Heredia guy got loose there for a second, and he's still holding on.
Yeah, these guys are not leaving anything on the table.
Nah, not one bit.
Birdie hasn't had the season that he's wanted to so far, so he's definitely going to push Heredia a bit harder than Heredia probably would want him to push.
I definitely agree. So far, these two have had quite a battle, and they get ready to approach, I believe, I don't know if that's the 21 or the 41. But if he gets a lap down, that's not going to help Brody, or not Brody, but always Joker in his situation.
Yeah, the 21 and the 41 both have very, very similar schemes. I'll get into each one of those in stage 2. One of them has one of my favorite stories. Actually, both of them have really good stories behind it. So maybe a little bit of a good chance for either one of you if you need to use the bathroom while I'm telling those stories. Go for it.
I appreciate that, buddy. We always definitely appreciate you giving us the inside scoop on these paint schemes on a very special throwback night here at Darlington and the Southern 500, one of NASCAR's most prestigious tracks besides Charlotte, Talladega, Daytona. I mean, they're very, very special, especially for this case, Darlington. Which, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, in the history books, Bill Elliott had to win the Southern 500 for him to be called $1 Million Bill at one point.
That's right, yep. So Bill Elliott won the first $1 million bonus that R.J. Reynolds and Winston Cigarettes offered to the Cup drivers. You had to finish top 4 in one of the qualifying no bull races. They were called the no bull races in the mid-90s, but that's the easy way that you can associate it, as you see the 10 and the 42 passing the 21 to put him a lap down. Bill Elliott was the first driver to capitalize on winning the Winston Million, as it was called back then. And that was when Bill Elliott was running for his family team, the Melling Number 9, and his brother Ernie was a great engine builder. Not a lot of people new to the sport know just the kind of blue-collar work that the Elliott family came into the sport with. Bill was the driver, Ernie was the engineer and the engine builder, and also the crew chief too. So it was a really big family, family affair for the Elliots, and they took it to the big guys in the '80s.
Yeah. But definitely thank you for helping me out with that. A little known fact, if you guys have watched NASCAR, or if you guys are just now getting into the sport, I mean, there's so much history, especially here at Darlington. Right now, we're seeing a very good battle between the 10 and the 42. These two have been battling throughout since the green flag has dropped in stage 1. And yet, to give you guys an update right now, it is the Heredity God, and I believe B. Brody in second. There's 22 of Mike G in 3, A. Trout in 4th, and I believe Jay Harris might be in P5. Let me check that out real quick.
Harris is 5th, yep.
Right now, yep, here comes Joker, and he's gonna be out of the pits. I'm focusing on this battle between B. Brody and the Heredity God. So far, it's been a really great battle between these two.
Yeah, these two are, we're coming down underneath 5 to go here in the stage. These two have been the class of the field, and they're definitely showing everybody that you're going to have to go through them if you're going to win tonight.
I definitely do agree. How many cars in the field do we have right now? Out in the field?
There's a 16-car field, and I believe there's 13 on the lead lap. We have 4 laps to go in stage 1. Fuel and tires should not come into effect here unless somebody really burnt their set off.
Alright, and then if Mike G might get lapped, then we might have 12 cars on the lead lap. Or, yeah, Big Man, sorry.
Yeah, Big Man's in the 19.
Sorry, brain fart.
Is somebody down on pit road just stuck there?
That is Joker, yeah. Yeah, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for that big botch. Alright, I'll be sure to check that out.
9. I think it is.
Potentially, yep. There's a Big Man right there.
And then Brody just set Heredia up here to go to the inside in 3. I don't know if he's going to be able to clear him, because that top lane is going to prevail off of 4.
He's working that bottom lane really good. He's still holding on.
Now he's got to go for it here, because I believe this is the white flag lap.
I believe so. Yeah, who's going to win stage 1? So far, it's been the Heredia and Brody show.
Brody's going to throw. Oh, I was about to say Heredia took a defensive line because Brody was going to throw it into 3, but I think he just gave Brody the Oh, he hit the wall. He's going to cross him over.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're going. Oh, just like 2003, but Brody's going to come out on the top of that one.
Stage.
Oh, he let him do it. Did Brody let Heredia back around him?
Respectful driving, but
yeah, he did. Brody gave that back to Heredia after he walled him.
So stage 1 winner, the Heredia God. What a finish that was there. Jojo, I gotta give your thoughts on what you just saw on stage 1. Uh, Doubter, what did you see out there, buddy?
You see the cream rise to the top at the end of stages like this, even through the middle of the stages. Um, as Joker just decided that that's going to be the end of his night. Um,
Green flag's back in the air.
you're going to see a lot of cars come and go, and I believe that the 10 and the 42, like JoJo said, are the class of the field. It's going to get spread out again in stage 2, but hopefully everybody's got another chance to work on their cars, adjust them in a little bit more. We'll see if those guys are able to stay up there with them.
Watch that 18. He's going to. I'll say, watch that 18. He's trying to make a move on the outside of the 10, but yet, as you mentioned, there's Jason Cole in the 17. Someone who definitely needs to give himself a good run here, and he's up in the top 5. They're on low draft.
So there's really no draft. It's all driver. Yeah. If you're like 4th or 5th in line, you're gonna get a good draft, but the first 3 cars aren't really gonna have too much.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know if anyone's got a chance to tell him, but welcome back, Wayne Liquin. Glad to have him back. He's definitely one of our really suitable drivers in the league, so yeah, we're glad to have him back behind that 24. Really awesome job he's doing out there.
Yeah, but whatever adjustment the 24, yep.
The 14 is going down to the bottom. Oh, the 24 about spun out. He saved it, thankfully. I was watching that from a mile away between the 14 and the 4 and 24 as well. But go ahead and continue what you were saying.
I forget.
Just pulled me. Just pulled a brain fart right there. So I believe we have 11 cars on the lead lap at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. And yet, let's go and get back up to the front. There you see Brody, who's still in the lead over the Heredia God. I believe that might be H route, and it is in the 18. Then you got Mike G in the 22, and I believe that is the 41 of Drunk Fest, rounding out the top 5. He's looking to at the moment. He's going to try to be able to go down to the bottom. But yet, I believe Brody's trying to block, and the 10 is going to try to be able to have a run, but he won't. And yet, that's going to make the 42 have a really good run over the 10 of the Heredia God.
Oh! The 3 and the 9 just got into it.
Oh boy! The 3 is not going to be happy with that. Yeah, the 3 is not going to be happy with whatever the move that was. I'm back on the 9, and he's got a battle between the 24 and the 17. Oh, and they bump the 24 and the 17.
Yep, I think the 9 just... I'm not sure if he had anything to do with that.
It didn't look like he did. I think it was just between the 42 and the 17 from that point on. But I expect a lot of angry messages towards Crab in the chat tonight, guys.
Would be par for the course.
So far, so good. It's been between
Oh,
the 10 and the 42.
yeah, you really want to diamond turns 1 and 2. Yeah, you don't want to give up too much momentum entering. So when you slide up to the wall, you always try to drive it off of the wall, which is one of the great things about Darlington. One of the reasons why I love this track so much is how much of a challenge it really brings drivers.
Yeah. And also,
Yeah,
I do want to mention the 3 car of Fire Slayer is a lap down, so I believe we should have now, uh, maybe 10 cars that are on the lead lap for the moment, there, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, I think JoJo is right. 41's coming up to that too.
I definitely do agree. Man, what a fun battle this is we've been seeing thus far.
Absolutely. So I want to give a call to the 41 for a minute here. A couple weeks ago, the driver of that car, Drunk, got married. We want to congratulate him again for his wedded bliss and years of happiness to come. Onto that car, that is one of my favorite stories, and there's a few reasons to why that's one of my favorite stories. First off, when Cole Custer ran that car in the Cup Series at Darlington last year, that car was painted to match the paint scheme that Curtis Turner drove in his final Cup season in 1965. This is a Ford Galaxy paint scheme. And like I said, that was Curtis Turner's final year. Curtis Turner was the 1956 Darlington Southern 500 winner. And a bit of history about Curtis Turner. One of the early pioneers of the sport. There was a period of time where the drivers were not making a lot of money. And this is well before, big sponsorship. I mentioned earlier that Holly Farms was the sponsor on the 3-car that Austin Dillon and Fire Slayer drove and are driving in this race. Yeah, these were like mom and pop shops. These weren't like M&M's or Napa Auto Parts or anything like that. So they weren't making a lot of money back in the 50s and 60s. And Curtis Turner and Bruton Smith, who was the chairman of Charlotte Motor Speedway, decided that they were going to try to form a union. I forget what Teamsters they went to start what was called the Federation of Professional Athletes. And I think this was in 1959 or so. And the purpose was to try to get a piece of the broadcasting, a piece of the, like better track purses, better, winnings for the drivers. And another thing was that they were trying to get retirement benefits for these guys too, because these guys were like, racing was their lives. This is how they put food on the table. It wasn't as lucrative as it is now.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yep.
The 41 just hit the wall right there.
He did hit the wall.
The 22 was took battle for position right there, but go ahead and continue.
So Bruton Smith and Curtis Turner brought that to Big Bill France Sr., the chairman of NASCAR, and he shot that down and said that any drivers that were going to be a part of this union would be banned from the sport. And the two drivers that really took a stance against Big Bill was Tim Flock, who was another pioneer, and Curtis Turner himself. for their part in the trying to get a union started in NASCAR, Curtis Turner and Tim Flock were banned from Charlotte Motor Speedway for life. They were banned from not Charlotte Motor Speedway. They were banned from NASCAR for life, and Charlotte Motor Speedway was also banned as Bruton Smith, who owned the speedway, for his role before Charlotte went bankrupt from this. So Charlotte Motor Speedway sought local magistrate help to bail them out. I think in the 60s they also sued Bill France and NASCAR for a couple $100,000 to try to reclaim some of the money that they would have, that they lost doing this stuff. And Big Bill was not going to allow them back in the sport. So back in, I think it was 65, I think Curtis Turner, the year that this car is painted after, 1965, I think that was the year that Bill France Sr. lifted the ban on Curtis Turner. And it's a really, really unfortunate reason as to why he lifted the ban. Curtis Turner came back into the sport because the defending champion, Joe Weatherly, who I think won it in 62 and 63, had been killed at Riverside, and Fireball Roberts had also died in the now what is the Coke 600 in 64. So Bill France needed some big driver draw, and he lifted the ban, and Curtis Turner only ran a handful of races after that.
Wow, that was really interesting stuff involving that 41 scheme. Definitely, once again, appreciate Delator. We've seen a lot of battles that we've been seeing from the 22, the 18, and the 40, especially the 41, who you just now mentioned. JoJo, what have you been seeing out there, buddy? Yeah, definitely do got a gap on him for sure. He's pulling away. He's definitely pulling away as we kept up on Brody. So far,
he's got about 2 or 3 car lengths on him now.
This is what he needs. You got a lap counter for us there, Dalator?
We'll have a lap counter in T-minus 15 seconds.
Alrighty.
I think they're going to be coming up on green flag pit stop soon. We got 28 laps remaining in stage 2. Fuel load looks like it's anywhere between 8 and 12 laps at this point. So these drivers should be due on pit road soon.
That's something that we definitely need to keep an eye on, especially with the battle which has been. It is the 42 of Brody who's taking the lead over the Heredia God. And this is something that Brody needs. He needs to get himself a win. And he's got the car to do so over a man who's gotten a lot of wins in the Heredia God. This battle has gotten really fun to watch between the 22, the 18, and the 41. And Mike G, he's just pulling away from the 18.
I think we have our first takers on pit road here. I think Nobes is on pit road.
Yes, he is. He is on pit road. The 14 is on pit road, I believe. Waiting to see who else will be going to the pits.
I think the 12 just came off of pit road. I think so. Yeah. I don't see a lag, but it would have been interesting if he called it down the front straightaway, not the back. The 12 got in the wall.
Yeah,
I don't know if he had help.
It looked like he did. I didn't see it. Mike G is currently in the pits as well as the 18. I believe you see the 24 is in the pits. Yeah, he is. The 24, the 18, and the 22 are currently in the pits. And I believe Jason Cole might go down pit road next. The 14's out. So let's go ahead and get back to, let's see if the 48's going to the pit road. Jay Harris, yeah, Riley's going to the pit road this time. I believe we see the 9 and the 21, I believe, are in pit road as well.
It's odd to see the 2 leaders stay out the longest. You would have thought as soon as the first car jumped down on pit road, everybody else would follow, but I guess these guys had a big enough lead that they didn't have to worry about getting caught by staying out a few extra laps.
These guys are going to get lapped, and they might get in the way of the leaders because they're approaching on them. Let's go ahead and get to Brody here. Yeah, he's got the 18 in front of him.
The 18's going to get away. I believe the 18 pit. So the 42 and the 10 have not come down to pit road yet. So they're the 18 and those guys in front of him are clear.
Yeah, I believe the 48, the 21, and the 9 are going to be a lap down as well because they just now came out of pit road. And the Heredia God is looking like he's going down the pit road. Fire Slayer.
So is Brody. Oh, so wow! Heredia made up a lot of time. I'm really interested to see if he's sped or not.
He came down immediately once when he got to the turn, and then the Heredia God followed through his line. Little drag racing pit road.
Who pits first would be the interesting part.
It's got to be the 42.
Yeah, okay, they cleared.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the 42.
42 is going to get a black flag here for pitting outside the box. Thank you, 704.
Oh, don't worry. We got NASCAR 21 coming out soon, and it looks like, oh, it's gonna be a drag race. Brody beats him out of pit road.
Kept the same distance from each other too.
I think Brody's gonna be able to have the advantage he needs unless Heredia does something, but otherwise, yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, it is Brody, the Heredia God, Nobes, and then I believe it is Jay Harris and Mike G.
Well, hold the phone real quick, but it looks like the 19 has not come to pit road yet. Brody is being scored in 3rd place right now. So there's 2 cars that are staying out on the track right now. I'm not sure who the second is, but I know that the 19 is leading a few laps.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the 19 real quick. Oh, 24 went up to the wall. Thankfully, didn't do anything.
I think second place could possibly be Jason Cole.
Potentially. Ain't he battling with Riley? Yeah, he is.
Not sure who it is then.
Hopefully we'll figure out soon. Good. Big man. Crab?
It's really tough to see right now.
Big man's going to the pits. He's going to the pits.
Yep. We'll find out right here.
Who knows? It could be Fire Slayer.
Yeah, that would mean he's hoping for a caution right here because I don't think he's going to be able to stay out on the track with how early that incident was that he got himself into.
I'm not going to confirm, but that could be my guess.
Fire Slayer's still going, so whoever it was with the 19 pit with him as well. Who's on pit road right now?
I think it is the 19 at the moment.
That's Because they're showing Brody in third, and Brody would have been the leader off of pit stops. Huh. Yeah.
Only one can assume, but that's why I think it might be that beautiful 3 car right there, and Fire Slayer taking the lead.
Brody is back to the lead now.
Oh, Brody is? Okay.
Yep, Brody is back. Can confirm.
Alrighty, thank you. Let's go ahead and get back to Brody. Still got a good gap.
Himself. Yeah, he's opened himself a nice gap. It was about a couple car lengths. Now it's about, what's that look like? About a second and a half?
I believe so. I believe so. Even though it's the day after St. Patrick's Day, it looks like the 4-leaf clover is helping him out for sure.
Yeah, the luck of the Irish never fails you.
Especially if we have an Irish person in the broadcast booth.
Full on, brother.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, we definitely make sure that y'all had a great St. Patrick's Day. And we definitely hope they joined a wonderful night that's like we've been seeing tonight. We saw a huge shocker in Solis winning the Xfinity Series race earlier tonight. You guys can check that out. Make sure you're all subscribed to the channel, like, comment, and make sure you guys tell us what your favorite part about the race tonight is. And make sure you guys keep continuing on, because Monday night we're heading to Michigan, and that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful track to get a chance to see. I won't be able to make it due to work, but I will be there Thursday night, I believe. So it should be exciting one to get a chance to call.
Man, every single time we ask that question, Nobes is on the back stretch on his stream. He's coming around now, so I'll give you the lap count there. All right, so he's it's 10 to go. 10 to go in stage 2. Yeah, I think we're coming around to get 9 right now.
We should be now, since Brody just did cross the start finish line.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta ask you guys this. JoJo, start with you. It's been nothing but a huge, good performance between Brody and the Heredia God. But yet, what are you seeing so far between the two drivers? Especially if we got lap traffic. There's the 18 of A Trout, who he just lapped right there. So maybe 9 to 10 cars. It's hard to tell who's going to be on the lead lap, but nevertheless, something happened. He was just sitting there on the backstretch.
I think he may have sped on pit road.
Maybe so. Maybe so, especially with the way that pit road is. But it's going.
Yeah, these two have opened up a sizable gap on the rest of the field, because Mike G has gotten around Nopes for third, and if you go to Mike G's car, you can just see how far back he is from Heredia. I mean, that's a really sizable gap. Heredia is exiting the front stretch, and Mike G is entering the front stretch. These guys have definitely separated themselves as the class of the field.
I definitely do agree. And this should be approaching around, but maybe 7 to go, I believe. And one of the longest races of the season in the Southern 500, it is Brody, who has been battling out with the 10 of the Heredia God, get a chance to lead the most laps in this race tonight. And not only that, but I do have to mention he is last year's winner as well. So he's trying to win 2 in a row at Darlington, so he knows how valuable it is to win the Southern 500.
Absolutely. I think we're coming up on 4 to go here. As soon as Brody's already across the line. He's on the backstretch with 4 to go.
I agree. And the crazy thing is, we've only seen 1 caution. Sorry, 2 cautions, and that was in stage 2, I believe, right?
Stage 1?
Yeah, stage 1, we've seen 2 cautions, I think, right?
Believe so, yep.
Yeah, and so far it hasn't been a single caution at all, so definitely good for these Cup drivers to keep it clean, no matter how bad it is. You want to be able to pass, especially through the patience that these drivers have. I believe he's coming up with 2 to go, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So far, 2 to go with Brody in the lead over the Heredia God. I can't tell who's currently third, but there is a 3-car battle for position, maybe between Crab, Overbeak, Overbeak and Fire Slayer. Oh, Brody just hit the wall just a little bit.
Yeah, this should be the stage right here.
Now they're still going.
Nope. Alright, so... Alright, 1 to go then.
Yeah, I'll say it should be 1 to go now for sure.
Alright, so run down at the top 5 real quick. I think we can pretty much have a safe assumption Brody's going to come off of 4 here and win the stage. Heredia is going to be able to come home second. Mike G stretched it out a bit for third. Don't know what happened with Nobes there, but he was doing a little bit better than he is. Still in 4th, so great run for him. And then Drunkfest is going to round out the top 5.
Stage 2 winner, and that is Brody. Man, what a fun night this has been for the Cup Series. Really fun battle between the Heredia God and Brody. The class of the field up front.
Big man again gets a lucky dog here. You're going to put 10 cars on the lead lap.
As he definitely deserves it. Good for him, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to have 10 cars on the lead lap once we re-rack these guys. Big man's going to be 10th, Dit in the lucky dog, Crab in 9th, Jay Harris in 8th, Wang in 7th, and then Riley is going to be 6th. So we definitely have a bit of separation here from the field.
Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do indeed. Maybe so.
It could have been pit strategy. It could also have been maybe he didn't have as much damage from, ripping the outside wall.
So far, green flag's back in the air, and yet we are seeing...
Big wreck.
Big wreck. Talladega style wreck. Yeah, that was like a stack of dominoes right there.
Yep, the game called a caution on that one, but unfortunate for the 22. But the big winner in that one was Nobes. Nobes somehow squeaked through there.
Ubi's definitely not going to be too happy with Heredia on that one.
I mean, as JoJo said it, he called it out that, if there's going to be cautions, they're going to come early in the stage, and lucky for them that it's going to shorten up the amount of laps that they're going to have to run under green.
Yeah, Obi was not happy. He said I sniffed the top 5 for one corner with the sad face.
Think you're right.
Let's go ahead and get back to the 42. There he is, of Brody Reef.
Yeah, I know Heredia is on the inside here, but don't count Nobes out.
And these are two teammates, I believe, in Stuart Haas.
They are.
Oh,
They're all getting tight off the corner. Yeah, it looks like he's going to clear him on the inside. It's a power move there off of 4.
Hey, real quick, I do want to mention 3 Stuart Haas racing cars in the top 5.
Yeah, you do. Jay Harrison, 5th.
The 18 is going to give Fireside a wang or a little bump. Here comes the ready guy. He's got the back bumper of the 42. Can he make a move on the inside? And he's going to stay right behind him. Yeah, all 4 of them. I'd say, yeah, all 4 of them now. With, I believe that is Drunk Fest up there. And he's going to try to pass his teammate Jay Harris. That should be a really fun. And here comes, who is that? That is Jason Cole in the 17. And he's trying to ruin the Stuart Haas racing party.
I think Jason's a lap down. I think he might be in the free spot.
He could be.
Yeah, you're right. He is. Yep. Just
Jay
made
Harris,
that move.
I feel like I jinxed it for Jay Harris, so my apologies if you're watching this, Jay Harris. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Could have been. Yeah, I couldn't see who was in 11th.
The ready guy is trying to be able to make an inside move on Brody.
Look at Nobes joining that as a 3-car battle now. He's been able to stay with these guys. No one's been able to do that so far in this race.
He's someone that definitely needs to have a good run tonight.
Mm-hmm. Long way to go in this stage, though.
If you're just tuning in right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at stage 3, and yet we have B. Brody in the lead over the Heredia God and Nobes. The Heredia God won stage 1, Brody won stage 2, and now it is determined who will be our race winner to win the Southern 500. So if you just joined us, there is your update right now. And yet, so far, our top 5 is Brody, the Heredia God, Nobes, and I believe that is Drunkfest, and Jason Cole in the top 5. And they're approaching. Oh, the Heredia God! The Heredia God! Wow!
Oh!
Wow!
He didn't lose too much time, though. I mean,
No,
he
he
got it
didn't.
loose and he caught it. I mean, he's lucky that he's only, what, less than, he's 4/10 of a second behind Nose.
Yeah.
So it's a really good save on his part. That's a
Oh,
race
he's loose
saving
again.
save.
He's loose again. He just hit the inside wall just now. He is losing momentum right now.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him more than that looks.
That's something. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I know we still got crab fans in here, so let's go ahead and give you a crab update. Currently, just went a lap down. His hood is crunched up like a butterfinger. So yet there's your crab update.
He's there at 3 a.m. when no one else is.
And he definitely loves to annoy Joker. Oh, he just
Oh,
right there.
did he just? Was that intentional on the 22?
No, I don't know. I don't think it was. I thought the 9 was trying to get and squeeze in there and just turned right.
No, he isn't in the in that peak antifreeze car, throwing it back to Kyle Petty. Not a lot of people, including Kyle Petty, like Kyle Petty throwbacks for some reason. I think Kyle Petty drove some of the better cars in the Cup Series, including the mellow yellow car, the silver bullet, and who can forget the Hot Wheels car from the 1998 season?
Oh man, that paint scheme was so beautiful. It was one of my favorite throwbacks at that one point. Man. Yeah, he can.
I'll get him in here.
He's already in here. He should be.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. And first of all, we want to welcome to the booth. Now, Mr. Always Joker. Joker, welcome to the booth tonight, buddy.
Yeah, well, not the reason why. Not the best reason why I want to be here, but we just have to make it last.
Well, so far, I don't know if you've been watching, but yet they're in a really fun battle between the Heredity God and Brody, and now it's a two-car battle between Brody and Nobes.
That'll be good to see if Nobes can get his first win in the Cup Series.
The Heredity God hit the inside wall 2 times up on the backstretch. I don't know what happened or if he got loose, but yet he's currently in third. And we was just talking about your favorite person in the world, Crab. Someone wanted us to give him a Crab update, and he went a lap down and he hit the wall right when I was giving them an update. So there's the Crab update. Oh, and Brody just hit the wall.
Oh, Brody just in the wall, and Nobes to the lead.
Nobes to the lead. Where's the 14 at? Where is he? Oh, Devin Baseball must have lagged out.
He hasn't, but he's still within 2 seconds of them. So if Brody has another issue and he gets into the wall, or even if the 14 gets into the wall too, he's going to be right there. Oh, God, man.
And he's going to lose a spot to the Heredity God.
I think what he did there too was that after he got into the wall, he didn't want to like pinball down the track and cause another accident. So good move on his part by keeping it in the wall.
Crab's got more damage to his car real quick. That's the only thinking, because if you're these two SHR guys, you got to think about what you can do to be able to catch up to Brody.
Yeah, I think the 14 just tail slapped it too, off of 2. So he's fighting the balance of that one.
I just love Darlington.
It's one of my favorite places. It is one of my favorite places. It's a great track to go to as well. I was there family vacation in 2003, off weekend for the Cup Series at the track between the Southern 500 and the spring race. This track is a really interesting track, and if any of you guys have a chance, there is a little museum that is at the track on the front straightaway. I strongly suggest checking that out. You get a pretty good respect of where's Crab at? Yep, he's all the way down there.
I thought he was going to catch up right in front of Brody, but yeah, I think he went down to the pits, I believe. No,
he's still on track.
He's still on track. But continue what you're saying, but I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, Darlington has a really cool NASCAR museum. Some really old cars, some Petty cars, some Earnhardt cars. Don't know how far back they go because I think that museum has a specific rotation that they like to bring in and out. Some cars are owned by the super speedway, and others are there for temporary exhibits.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is
the 9 started. The 22 as well, 18.
Yep, they're wrecking. Yeah, it's a big. That's a big one.
That's a field.
48 around.
That's a caution.
That is a caution from a mile away.
No caution.
Yeah, there is.
It's gotta be. Yep, it is. Yeah, that's the second. That's the second time I think that the 9 has sought the 22.
Well, JoJo, what are your thoughts on that? I think you want to recruit him next season. What are your thoughts on that situation?
He just took out one of your guys too.
Hey, Joker, you know I'm joking, but I mean, Crab is your favorite person, so.
100%.
Was that a
overall?
Yeah, Riley said it's not really his strong suit, and well, Crab just used a claw on somebody.
Green flag's back in the air. I believe this might be a third caution, afro caution of the evening, or the fourth caution. Never mind, fourth caution. Because we had 2 in the first stage, and we've had 2 here.
So here's a bit of interesting nugget. They took the green with 36 laps to go, which is the exact amount of laps that they have on a tank of fuel.
So these drivers should be good on fuel and tires, what you're saying, right?
No, they have to see. It'll be close.
They'll be close. Because you use more fuel here than you save, but who's going to want to stay out there on 20% tires?
I mean,
yeah, with the tires as well. Remember last in the XFINITY race, how it was. They have to save a lap.
I mean, the question is after what we saw in the XFINITY series, could we see a shocker winning the race, like we saw with Solis winning the XFINITY series? Which, by the way, real quick, want to say congratulations to him on that big win tonight.
I'd love to see Wang win.
I mean,
He's the only one in this front group that's not in the playoffs, I don't think.
Yeah, that's right, he isn't. But I wouldn't necessarily call it a surprise, but for the night that he's having, Nobes has been able to stay right with him. No longer a surprise if he wins. But the 22 looks like he just got loose. Into the 3. Now the 18's in the wall.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on his backpack. The 18 and the 3 are side by side. But real quick, to Mayhem, if you're watching, I believe you got all 4 drivers, all 4 cars in the top 5. Because you got the 10, the 14, the 41, and the 4, and the 5th.
The SHR looks really good here today.
I'll tell you what, even though it's been Brody that's been leading this race, you got to give credit where credit's due. Until I said that Bradley just now passed Jay Harris for position for 5th, I believe.
Oh, big block.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. I think that was Wang in the 41.
That might have been a 21.
The 21.
Yeah, the 21.
Look at that.
Yeah. Well, the 20. I think the 21 may be one of the only throwback schemes I haven't talked about yet. Is it? Yeah. Have I mentioned anything about the 21 scheme? I'm not sure. Jake, can you fill me in there?
You have only ones you have not mentioned were the 19 and the 21.
Okay. Well, we can check the 21 off that board right now.
The Heredia guy just hit the wall. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yet the Heredia guy just hit the wall, and yet that got Nobes involved, and that's going to leave Brody with a really big lead over the SHR cars. Go ahead.
I think Nobes, real quick, I think Nobes may have front end damage too. He's not. That's not going to be a good thing for him.
Also, real quick, Joker, I have some news for you. Somebody's got some tape over the night cars, so expect some videos coming your way.
Oh man. Anyway, as I was gonna begin to say, that 21 car is a throwback to the Wood Brothers 1963 season where they won the Owners Championship. The original driver of that car was going to be Marvin Panch. Marvin Panch was going to run that car in the Daytona 500, but that car got into an accident in one of
21 the 9 wrecked, and the 19 wrecked. Wow.
Oh, the 4 just nuked the 48.
The 17 got involved as well.
What is happening out here?
Would that be a manual?
That has to be a manual. 20
game caution.
Oh.
19,
that throws strategy out the window.
19, 22, 9, and I believe the 17 got involved right there. I was watching that.
What is happening here?
I don't know. I really don't know. This makes it the 3rd time this happened.
Yeah, it looks like the 48 and the 4 are having a disagreement in the chat.
So far, the 22 and the 9 have been battling out all race, and this has to be the 3rd time they've went at it.
Well, this shows strategy out the window, so
yeah,
it does. And this is a lucky break for Nobes, who's not gonna have to finish the stage out with a lot of damage, and I think he's gonna be able to retain 3rd.
And, Brody missed the shift.
Yeah, Brody missed the shift. That's going to give it to the Heredia God. They should be.
Oh, the 24, look out. Oh, okay.
That was tight.
Here comes.
I mean, the 4 didn't give him any room there.
Oh, the 14's going to hit the wall.
No, 14 off the 41. Yeah, Ubi said this is not. Oh, 14's in the fence. Oh, there, and him in the 40. Uh-oh.
3 wide. That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Accordion here.
Yeah, you definitely say that there, Daltor. Accordion right now. I'm keeping an eye on this backpack. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. 21. Oh.
Oh,
Oh
they're
yeah.
still bouncing off the wall. I do. We are coming to
Oh, 3 wide,
Oh,
3 wide.
20,
They're back to
22
back.
to go. Up,
24
and the 24 is around.
Don't think that should be a caution, but we'll
nope.
see.
But no, I thought the
That's
9
a
was gonna
single
go.
car.
Hold on, 18 just threw.
Huge block.
Yeah, that's oh boy, that's not going to go over well.
Oh, the 22 and the 4. Oh, we just took him out. Nope.
Nope,
Sorry.
Nope, he's still good. 22 still in it. He didn't fall too far behind. Side by side with the 18. That's not going to go well.
Oh,
22's around.
There we go.
Oh, got the 14. 17's in the fence. 14. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This whole race is unraveling now.
And the thing is this was not like this in stage 1 nor stage 2. We only had 2 cautions in stage 1, and yet all this is unraveling in the final stage of the race.
Do we got a battle for the lead here between Heredia and Brody?
I believe so.
Oh, the 19 and the 21.
Oh boy.
Alright, they're good.
You're good, man. You're good.
He's probably made less contact than the 9 car has tonight.
All I can say is, Joker, you better get your penalty notebook out, because after tonight, there should be some, from what I've seen. Oh man, what a race this has been. The main storyline of the race has been between Brody and the Heredia God, been battling out, winning stage. Heredia winning stage 1, Brody winning stage 2, and he does not have the chance to be able to get the bumper to the Heredia God. Heredia God hit the wall right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ubi said he didn't like this track.
Brody is right there, guys. He is right there. Can he be able to make a move on Heredia?
I think he's just sizing him up at this point. He has a faster car, but he's going to have to figure out a way around Heredia. Heredia is not going to give him a lane.
I think we've seen Heredia run at the top really good, and yeah, that's what Brody's trying to do. He's trying to be able to follow whatever line Heredia is running.
Yeah, he's getting a notebook on him right now. Trying to force him into a mistake.
And if Brody can get to him, he would get his 2nd win of the season. But yet, Heredia God is looking for win number 6 in that win column.
No, I'm rooting for them.
Well, we were at 17. I think we should be. I'll get a confirmation here, but I think it's about 13 to go.
Brody's right there, guys. He is right there.
14. He's got to apply pressure now if he wants to take it, because the more he applies pressure, the more he's going to get the 10 to make a mistake.
They're getting ready to approach some lap traffic, so I'm waiting to see if that plays out.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is up there. I think that may be the 3. Fire will get out of their way. That's Wang? Okay.
That's Wang, yeah. and yet every time whenever they go close to the outside wall, I'm always thinking that they're going to hit it.
Yeah, this track does kind of like to suck you into the wall. I guess it's something that they coded into the game, because you can, in previous games, from like Technics or hell even EA Sports, you could get up there. You never stayed in it. You know, Brody's showing his nose to the inside.
He's going to do what it takes to be able to pass already to get that win.
Oh, they're both getting loose off it too. It's going to come down to who's got enough tire to manage that off the corner.
He's going to try to be able to take the outside. That's where Heredia has been mostly comfortable at, but yet he's still clear. So far, it has been very, very, very good battle between the Heredia God and Brody.
Brody's able to drive right up to him off a corner. I don't think is he. Nope.
Brody's
Oh,
right
there's
there.
a block. There's a block.
I mean, you can't be surprised. I mean, he's doing whatever he can to be able to get this win. Oh, Heredia.
Got loose.
Brody's gonna pounce on him here.
Got to. Time to go.
He cleared him.
Good pass.
Crossover.
Oh, he let him
Brody's
go.
gonna
Come
take
on,
it.
Heredia.
He's sizing him up now.
Oh man.
Brody scratched the wall there. Not too hard. Just enough.
Brody's saving it. He's saving it. The 24. Oh gosh, the 24 went down from the bottom, worked up to the top for a little bit. Scared me a little bit.
I'm sure he sees these guys coming. He's going to move out of the way.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Can Brody make it back-to-back wins for the Southern 500 and get win number 2 of the season? Or can Heredia ruin that and get himself his first Southern 500 win and get himself win number 6?
3 in a row as well. He won Bristol, won Kentucky, possibly won here tonight.
But he doesn't have a lot of time for him to be able to make that move. He's got whatever moves he's gonna have to make. He's gonna have to make it now.
You can see they're both giving it their all right now. Not leaving anything on the track. Oh, it looks like Brody got in it too. 5 to go when they cross the line.
5 to go. These are going to be the most crucial 5 laps for Brody right now. Heredia is trying to be able to make that bottom line run.
Yeah, or who do you think this win would benefit more?
What? I'm sorry, could you repeat it?
Who do you think this one would benefit more?
Definitely Brody. Heredia would stretch out points.
Fest, I see you on Nope Stream. He got spun by his teammate. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. Honestly, I think Brody, because then that gives him not only another win, as he gets loose off of 2, but it would solidify him a little bit higher in the playoff standings. Heredia is, I think, got already the second most behind you, so
yeah.
There's really not too much further up he can go. Brody, on the other hand, has more to gain from a win here.
Yeah. Up and down season for Brody. Didn't start off the season well.
Should be able to. Go ahead.
Heredia is closing though.
We should be at what, 2 to go now?
Yeah, should be 2 to go here.
2 to go, but yet coming at the start-finish line would be the white flag.
Nope's just got the wall.
Dude, that's the thing. Heredia, whatever he does, it's gonna have to get him enough out of the groove to where
He's
it doesn't
gonna.
wreck himself.
Yep. He'll make the move in turn 3, coming here.
Right here.
White flag.
Yeah, he's got the run, but this isn't the turn to make the move. You want to make the move and make sure your opposition doesn't have the chance to make one back on you.
White flag in the air. And yet, can Brody make it 2 in a row?
No, Heredia got a little bit
Oh,
loose.
he got a little bit loose, but he's gonna just send it off into turn 3 here.
We will interview our top 3.
He tried it. Brody's
in the wall. Brody's gonna regain it.
And Brody's gonna win the Southern 500. He's gonna win it. Brody with the big win, 2 in a row. But not only that, he gets win number 2 of the season. Wow, what a race! What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. That definitely brings the excitement here. Can somebody get the Heredity God? Get B Brody and I believe H Route. I believe he finished 3rd as well. What a finish that was, ladies and gentlemen. Brody with the 2 in a row win at Darlington.
Brody's already
Trout.
from earlier.
Trout finished 3rd. Harris finished 4th. Riley 5th. Fireslayer with a good comeback and finished at 6th. Nope 7th. Drunk 8th. Jason 9th. Overpeak in 10th. That's your top 10 right there.
Man, and you love the respect between Brody and the Heredity God. Speaking of Brody, welcome to the 2-time winner of the Southern 500, Mr. Brody.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Woo! Oh my god, that was so nerve-wracking.
Oh, man. Dude, you have to be sweating bullets right now.
Oh, I'm not even sweating, I'm shaking. It was that, it was intense.
Oh,
He
man.
got the fast slap to cap it off as well.
Man, congratulations, Brody. That was awesome finish. Awesome racing right there, man. Take us through your thoughts on the final laps that you've seen out there.
On the final laps, oh my god. You know, there was a couple times that I'd come off 2 and get loose, but then I'd look in the mirror and Heredia'd mess up too, and I'm like, oh my god, we're both just wheeling it, and oh my god. I just knew if I had slipped up at any point, Heredia was right there and he was gonna take me side by side. And just thought that if he would have got to me, that would have been the race. But, you know, I held on to it. And, you know, here we are in victory lane, baby.
Man, go ahead.
Mhm. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, bud.
Man, what a battle that was, man. Take us through the battle that you had with the Heredity God throughout the whole race, because that's pretty much been the storyline between you two.
Yeah, Heredia and I basically we were the class of the field. We were definitely the 2 fastest cars. I just didn't know if mine was better than his or if his was better than mine. But I think the stage 2 finish started to pull away after we got off pit road, and I was like, okay, I might have a car here. So yeah, I mean, our cars were basically equal the whole race. It was just who made the most mistakes or not.
Man, speaking of the Heredity God, man, hey, welcome to the booth, man, and what a battle you had with Brody. Congratulations on the P2 finish, and what a battle that you made.
Alright.
He did that off 4 coming to the left.
Oh man.
Oh, who else but Heredia, y'all? Who else but
Brody
Heredia?
had me sweating the most I ever had for 56 laps. Oh my god.
Wow.
Man,
But I mean, it was a good battle. You know, like stage 2, he surprised. I think Brody had a better card than me. That just overall, he had a better card than me. Just stage 2, he surprised me with that speed. I was like, huh? You know, I was just shocked. You know, but go in, Brody. You know, it was just great battle.
man.
Thank
Uh,
you, man.
Hey, Real quick, I'll be the one to start to ask you a question. What was the most difficult part about the racetrack for you there, Heredia? I mean, we've seen you having a battle throughout the whole night with Brody, but what happened earlier on? We've seen you hit
Hi,
the
Cadet.
wall. We've seen you hit the inside wall, I think 2 times. What happened to you at that point?
Turn 2 was gay. I hated it, and I got an inside wall because of it. It's just like it's so unpredictable. Like I seen what Brody was doing, so I was adjusting my line, so I was fine right at the end. But like, oh my goodness gracious, that turn 2 is just it's just a Coca-Cola. It's not even a Pepsi. It's just dumb.
Man, what a battle it was. Dalator, any of you guys got some questions for the Heredia God?
Yeah, Heredia, we saw at the end of stage 1, you and Brody, like at the end of the race, had a pretty hectic battle there. He kind of paints you off and then gave you the stage win. That kind of play into what you were going to do at the end of the race and what you were willing to throw at him.
Like throw at him, like do the same thing he did to me in stage 1, kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I mean, he gave me a spot. I don't. It wasn't on purpose. It was a racing deal, but you know, I was going to kiss his cheek. I was trying to, but he got the win still. Ah, you're lucky that cheek wasn't big enough, you know.
Uh,
Oh boy.
Uh, Jojo, Joker, do y'all have any questions for the Heredia God? Man, that was fun. Um, Man, so Brody, I'm gonna ask you a good question. So yet, after winning 2 in a row at Southern 500 now, I mean, you got the most momentum going into Canadian Tire on Monday night. So yet, tell us what are your thoughts going into a road course such as Canadian Tire?
Well, I wouldn't consider road courses my strong suit. Um, so I'm just gonna look to run a consistent race, no mistakes or anything like that, and carry that momentum into what would be the next track? Would it be Indy?
But well, Monday,
Indy next Thursday.
next Thursday, yes,
Okay, so that would be the race after, right?
yeah, the
Oh,
race
yeah.
after, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll carry that momentum into Indy.
Uh, Already God, I know you for pretty much almost a year now, and I know you got a thing with road courses. So yet, tell us after that finish night, what are your thoughts going into Canadian Tire Monday night?
Um, I'm not. Well, I'm just hoping I can get a good finish. To be honest, I'm not really good at that track.
Yeah, I'm laughing too.
Your team,
No one's calling your bluff.
I think all of us should be worried about Tiger at Canadian Tire. That's a
Team
driver to
Tiger
watch.
had the fastest car. To be honest with you.
hey, real quick, hate that you couldn't get a chance to run tonight, but yeah, real quick, shout out to Tiger there. Shout out to Tiger for.
Oh, shout out to Crab too. He told me to do it.
Yeah, if you check the comments on the stream, some of Crab's buddies wanted me to have a Crab update immediately at the start of the race. So I'm like, here's Crab. He just got lapped, and there he is. He just hit the wall right there. So,
I mean, he
Just start
was
calling
having
them. Yeah.
he was having a good race, and then I think the 4 took him out at some point in stage 3 or something like that, and he had 70% aero, and he was just like, yeah, this is stupid.
he had some issues with the 22 as well. The 22, the 21, I believe.
Yeah, it might have been Mike G that I'm thinking of for stage 3, but I know he had a run-in with the 4. But apparently whenever that happened to him, Wang was right behind them, and I guess backed Crab up because something happened. I don't know.
But hey, real quick, already got them. Start off with you. Any final thoughts on tonight, and what can you do for Monday night? Any final thoughts you want to share?
I'm hungry.
I gotta pee.
All right, well, go eat your honey buns and drink your Pepsi and enjoy the night, man. What a great finish and great
Yeah,
battle we saw
thank
from
you
these.
for streaming.
No problem. Hey, thank you for helping streaming the second Eldora race last night. Thank you for that as well.
Yeah.
Um, Brody, any final comments? Any final things you want to say?
I won a race on speed. Oh, I didn't think that day would ever come.
Win number 2 in the win call for the season, and only that, but back-to-back Southern 500 wins for you, Brody. Awesome job tonight. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Brody, it was
Darlington,
all because you used that Irish car like I told you.
I know. You gave me the good luck.
the luck of the Irish, especially at the day after St. Patty's Day. So yeah, it definitely helped Brody out for sure. Dalator, JoJo, Joker, any final thoughts y'all want to make for our drivers?
Nope.
Alrighty,
I,
and
di-
we'll
I,
go ahead.
I do just want to point out, Joker is going to say, I do just want to point out this win in Joker's eyes will not be true because he was not competing.
Doesn't count.
Man.
Not my
you.
winner.
Yeah, not my winner.
Hey, let's make a hashtag not my winner in the chat. Yeah, there we go. Joker's already starting it. Hashtag not my winner. Man, so real quick, what a awesome doubleheader we had for you guys tonight. Joker, I'm gonna start off with you. How did you think tonight was for the Xfinity and Cup Series?
Oh, I didn't really. After I left, I'm glad I got the pole, but after I left, I didn't watch the race until I asked to join the booth. But that Xfinity race, not necessarily like the greatest racing, but like that was just such an insane finish that no one would have thought of
Yeah,
happening. Just a good race, good week overall for Darlington.
yeah, definitely. JoJo, I gotta get your final comments. I mean, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the Xfinity race, but what were your final thoughts on the Darlington doubleheader we have for everyone tonight?
Overall, both teams raced pretty good for a cup again. They were good times, both teams.
And go ahead. And I want to give the MVP to Dalator tonight for helping us, giving us the knowledge of the paint schemes tonight, giving us the history of the racetrack as such as big as Darlington, and Dalator. First of all, thank you for even joining us up with me tonight. You did a great job tonight, my dude. You got any final comments you want to say before we hop off the air?
Just love Darlington, man. Like I said before, one of my favorite tracks. A lot of history. NASCAR's first super speedway. So it's great that we could come back here in real life and in the game and emulate what they do and really have two great races and two great finishes too. I can't remember a doubleheader where we had as much excitement in both races. Normally, one is a little bit more exciting than the other, but both of these, right to the end of the race, we had no idea what was going to happen. So, glad to see that we had a great night of racing here.
Oh man, like before, this was a lot of fun. We got a chance to do some throwback, got a chance to see some old school throwback schemes for you guys tonight. For my first time, get a chance to be back up into the Cup booth for quite some time. I had a lot of fun, especially with the guys that got a chance to join me and get a chance to see the great amount of racing we got a chance to saw. So I want to thank everyone that has done their part into helping making this broadcast a lot of fun for both the Xfinity and the Cup Series. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations to our winners in the Xfinity Series. It is Solis with a huge win going to the playoffs, and then it is B. Brody again winning win number 2 for him and back-to-back Southern 500 wins. So yet we're going to be off for the rest of the week, and we'll see you guys back on another doubleheader Monday. I believe the Xfinity Series is going to Michigan, and then the Cup Series is going to Canadian Tire. So yet we have that. I believe it'll be 7:20 on the channel. Make sure you guys to subscribe and have a great time. For Code Red Do, for Always Joker, for Dalator and JoJo, for everyone else in the league, we'll see. Saying so long to you guys, and we'll see you guys Monday night. Until then, take care.